Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear the game audio. If not, I might need to mess around with some stuff. I'm Eldar. I hope that you are having a wonderful evening. Yeah, for some reason, the Steam game is not picking up. So, that one. There we go. Or if you still can't hear it, I don't know what else I need to do. Give me a minute. Should be picking up something. That should be picking up. I've got it all set up right. Either way, the game's not actually got too much, what you call it, sound going on, besides this starting screen. We'll get right back into it. Last time what happened was we were playing as Shogo Okie, and we went through his whole story thinking he was the main character, and then it turns out it was more Haruhi and Tetsuo. So, who should we go as? Should we go to the crime scene investigation? Should we carry on with Haruhi's storyline? I am kind of interested in where hers is going, but also I don't know if we're meant to kind of do them more alongside each other. But her voice is a lot easier for me to do, so I might just go with this one. For now, anyway. We can always come back to this screen. A nice thought. Haruhi Shigima. Summary of the previous event. Despite having obtained the curse of the haunting clappers, Haruhi Shigima is determined to use the right resurrection by stealing the remaining curse stones. She instructs her private investigator, Richter, to find the other curse bearers. The Shigima Mansion reception room. It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened, but he hasn't. So, all I can do is wait and wait. Stereo. Should I put a record on? Yeah, carry on from last time. That's what I figured would be a good idea to carry on with, just to kind of keep the events linear somewhat. It's too late for that. I'm not in the mood for music anyway. I'm worried that my audio is a bit. Bum, 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 bum. Flower arrangement. The flowers put me at ease, just a little. Hanging scroll. That old hanging scroll. I've seen it too often to feel anything from it now. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. And then, oh, it won't let us click on the little sticker again. That was really cute last time. It's a punk rock chicken or a delinquent chicken. Anything on the ceiling? Can't interact with the sliding doors at all. Television. There's nothing on at this hour. I see no point in turning it on. The newspaper. Rotary phone. I'm waiting for Victor to contact me, but He hasn't. It's a fax machine. I rarely find a use for it. I don't know anybody else who owns one. The ticking seems so loud. It just goes to show how quiet it is. I know it's dangerous to go out, but I just can't sit here and let this opportunity pass me by. I have to look for her, Michiyo Shiraishi. But first, I need to find more soul dregs. Think. Oh yeah, that's what I just did. Ooh, newspaper. What's this? A newspaper? It must have fallen off the chair. Read it. It's a newspaper. Can't make out any of the kanji. Like in rarely. Or is that meant to be no? I don't know. I only leave them in here for the guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. The society article, la 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 la. Look at the society articles, look at the economy articles, look at the cultural articles, look at the education articles, look at the television articles. Hmm. What do your eyes reckon? Do, 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 do. Too many to put in a poll, I think. A poll, I think you can only do 4. Society, economy, culture, education, or television. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not picking up the game audio because there's a little bit of audio with it. Maybe if I have that default. Mm. The television one. Let's go with that one. Okay, yeah. So because the game audio is not picking up, you all you can hear is the ticking clock anyway. The tick, tick, tock. I don't really want to watch. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. But father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. Guest tape. Come to think of it, I never offered him any tea. Not that I ever learned how to make it. Hmm. Anything else? Anything else? Still can't look at that. Still can't look at that. Think again. I need to distract myself somehow. I don't want to be alone with my thoughts. Maybe reading the newspaper will take my mind off things. Oh, okay, we're just meant to read through the rest of the newspaper. Uh, now the comedy boom is over. All the comedians are flocking to other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to go from bottom to top. Education articles. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. With more people in the running than ever, competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce, though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It will only remind me of him. Sure. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. Seems like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. Now, we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage. But now, all about city pop and idols. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. I hear the new big thing is some mascot line of delinquent birds. Mockingbirds, I think it's called. Was that what Richard was talking about? Men seem to have such short shelf lives now. How quickly the times are changing. I'm thinking I'm just too old to keep up anymore. It's young people who are leading the way with their modern world views. My generation will only fall further behind. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 to 230 yen to the dollar. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. The dollar's down from its height, and people are saying it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and a television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Keep forgetting that this is set in like the 80s, so the fact that they're like, oh yeah, everyone's got a TV, it's like, well, yeah, everyone does. Although with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. The city centre is going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, but this is all feels like another world to me. Hang on, I just need to adjust my chair, so I'm going to mute for a moment. Okie dokie. And then society. Ooh, okay. I decided to carry on moving. It looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to even be more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stank so badly it'd make my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick, and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then, although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. Hmm? If there's one thing Honjo never wants for, it's horrific crimes. They found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore. Not since last year. It brings back bad memories. Suicide at local high school. Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off the roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think. Or maybe it was something about exam pressure? Hmm? What? But, no, this can't be right. Her name. Michio Shiraishi from Komagata High School. Can't be. Ooh. So that's the girl that knew about her son's disappearance. Michiro Shiraishi. The same girl who witnessed my son's kidnapping. Committed suicide last week. That means Mr. Junoichi was terrified of someone who already died? Is that what he meant by a curse? I can't work this out on my own. Maybe Richter will know. Why won't he call? Oh, I haven't left it off the hook, have I? Double check the phone. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I've made sure the receiver is on the hook. It will ring as soon as he calls. Ah, that must be him. Oh, now I can't hear my game noise. Eh? Okay, so I'm assuming it did a phone ringing noise. Let's see if this. We've got a soundboard. See if that works. I don't know how loud this is going to be. If that worked. That must be him. Think it's ringing. I better pick it up quickly. Hello? Shigima residence? Haru Shigima, 2 a.m. Komagata Bridge. Oh, yes, the Chuny dude. He looks so cool with his deep veil shirt, his fedora, and his, what is it, like, big belt buckle. I don't know if it counts as a cowboy belt buckle. Richter called me out to meet him, and we came here to Komagata Bridge. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny. I was just thinking the same thing. Think. Standing around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. This is my only chance to bring back my son. I can't afford to fritter it away. He's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? What do you guys think? Do you think he knows that the girl committed suicide? Surroundings. We're on Komagata Bridge over the Sumaida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other. They're both deserted this late at night. Files updated. Open updates page. One of the bridges spanning the Sumaida River. Completed in 1927 as part of the reconstruction effort following the Great Kanto earthquake, it is notable both for its distinctive blue arches and the cutting-edge, for the time, techniques used in its construction. There are many bridges stretching across the Sumaida River, each boasting a unique structural form and design. Ooh. He's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? And talk. I'll go first. There's something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, that girl, Michiyo Shiraishi. The one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping. That's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week. That was her. I heard something like that had happened. Never got the name, though. Talk about bad luck. Finally get a lead, only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason Jonoichi was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? It seemed like we're back where we started. Not necessarily. That teacher who knows something. I'm sure of it. At the very least, I'd put my money on him having something to do with Miss Shiraishi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. Huh? In any case, I think I've got a good idea of what he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. Care to take a guess? I can guess. I can't say for certain, but Michiyo Shiraishi. Silence, Mr. Shiraishi. Blackmail. What if Michiyo Shiraishi silenced Mr. Jonoichi with blackmail? What do you think? Interesting. That's what he claimed was going on, but I wonder about that. That might be a little far-fetched. I see. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. Yeah, no, I was just spitballing. I'm not really cut out to play detective. Well, no point in dwelling on speculation. The truth will out in time. Right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Jonoichi. Please, go ahead. All right, then. I have been poking around in places connected to the 7 mysteries, looking for curse bearers. And I think I found a few candidates. Because we were playing as one earlier. First, a tall man I ran into in Kinshibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little. He turned the questions right back around on me. And he was out of there the second he figured out I wasn't the one he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he's a curse bearer. Then there's this middle-aged guy I saw at South Warigwesi Street. There's no question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. He had a nervous air about him, too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul dregs, I bet. He'd make a good target. Next up is a pair, a young man and woman. Saw around Ryogoku Bridge. This time, the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. Looks like they lurk around there often. Looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. Though, it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul dregs in a group might be a decent idea, if you can make it work. But with things being how they are, it's got to be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass, though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. Nah, he just wanted to try and curse us, like, straight up, no matter what. Last is 2 detectives I've seen sniffing around. Police are involved? That the police are involved? Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending in detectives from the head office, then something's got to be up. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, there are some faces you get to know. Anyway, that's everyone who's caught my eye. You found all of them in so little time. You really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Isekaied. EI. No, wait. Make that Isekaied. Investigator extraordinaire. Oh, the pose, the pose. My, an investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. An investigator extraordinaire? Pardon me. Can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, as a side, the middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising. Am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. It seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more buddies start showing up, that'll be get the pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. Think? Turning around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. Didn't you want to tell me something? I've already said everything I wanted to say. He was looking down in the water. Was there anything? Mida River. The Samaida River. The water is filthy and horrid, but at night, when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is the Samaida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right. Should have guessed. This was where they found him after he went missing. Oh, this is where they found him after he went missing. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been. How cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I've come here every day since then. And I prayed to the river to give him back. Give me back my son. Day after day after day. You know, in olden times, people believed rivers marked where our world met the next. Oh. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. The same place would later become Honjo. All their fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. Then the Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Mairiki. Mairiki? I can't pronounce the word, sorry. And just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farmland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Their other purpose was to contain all the corruption that had built up on the far shore, to stop it from leaking through to our side of the Great Divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So, if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else. Sure of it. And it's probably why the 7 mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make this spot we're standing now right over the water, the border between life and death. If there ever was a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Well, it's a nice thought. That's updated. Open the updates page. Sumida River. A Class A river that is part of the Arakawa River system, which runs through much of eastern Tokyo and empties into Tokyo Bay. During the Edo period, Sumida's riverbanks played a key role in the transportation of lumber used for construction. In addition to its logistical importance, it was also a place for common folk to gather and enjoy activities such as seasonal flower viewing or river bathing. There exist many wood block prints depicting such activities. The area became plagued with sewage issues when the surrounding environs were industrialized in the post-war period. But the situation has improved since. Many unique bridges span the Sumida River, including the Ryogoku and Azumabashi bridges, which attract a large number of visitors at sightseeing spots. Massive fireworks displays in the summer are also always sure to draw a crowd. The river has served as a cornerstone for both the city and its people, having both aided in its development and serving as an inspiring backdrop for countless works of art and literature. Is there anyone hanging around? We do anything? Oh no, it's just gonna. We're on the Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. Okay, on one side freeway, on the other. Yep. Oop. Right then. Hi, he's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there? I think the only other thing we can do is talk to him. No, we've already done that. Didn't you want to tell me something? I've already said everything I want to say. I was expecting there to be like someone as I turn around. Think again. Turning around is the last thing I want to be doing. I can afford to fritter it away. Then what else am I supposed to do? Can't go home. I don't have the map to move to a different area. See if I can find anything on the floor. Not looking at his crotch, I promise. There's nothing on the floor either. Nothing up here, no one hiding. Boo, 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 boo. Look at the river again. Oh, okay, that was it. Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It must have been about 20 years now, when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy, and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. One day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. Holy crap. What? It was almost a miracle when you stopped to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? Although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and that they could tell it had been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. Hmm, wait, are you talking about the Najima murders? So you have heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were but an elementary schooler at the time. I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. Oh, so there seems to be more murders and horrible stuff happening that's also linked. A notorious case from over 2 decades ago, involving the murder of a female high school student. It first came to the attention of the authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the Samaida River. Testing revealed it to belong to a missing female high school student, as it appeared to have been severed deliberately. The police launched a murder investigation. A large-scale search of the river was organized, but the highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, stench was intense, and the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only the victim's head and what appeared to be part of her leg before the search was called off. At the time of the incident, the Samaida River was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentified human bones. This caused a stir among the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area. It was feared that they may have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, and so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the, the investigation ground to a halt until hitherto, until a hitherto unrelated individual came to its attention. During a questioning about a separate incident, Fumichika Nejima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. An investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Najima testified that he had snatched his victim from the street and confined her into the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided that she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night. After keeping her locked up for several days, he restrained her, sewed her mouth shut, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter. Holy crap. Yikes. As she screamed silently behind her sealed lips. Oh, while she was still conscious as well. Oh, wah, ha. Ooh. That's actually horrifying. She screamed silently behind her sealed lips. He proceeded to bind her wrists and ankles, I'm assuming. Her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inward slowly and methodically. His victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Najima dismembered the rest of her body and disposed of it behind his home in the Samaida River before cleaning his storeroom and returning to his everyday routine, as if nothing had happened. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Once apprehended, Najima readily divulged the details of the murder, but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears, saying, "I don't know what came over me. I know it was wrong." In the end, police could extract nothing more from him than the expressions of remorse, although the efficiency of his methods strongly suggested that he had committed similar crimes in the past. No corroborating evidence ever came to light. Najima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Okay, that was definitely a lot more than I was expecting. Holy crap. I thought it was just going to be a case of, oh, he saw a schoolgirl as an easy target and, like, took her for, I'm assuming, other horrific reasons. But to do that, oh God. Persons of interest updated. Oh, wow. Fumichika Najima, sex male, occupation self-employed, curse echoed none. The man who made headlines over 2 decades ago as the perpetrator of the brutal killings known as the Najima murders. Holy shit. To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted and flowed out to sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A sorry story for everyone involved. Oh, a sorry story for everyone involved, huh? Funny. Everyone figures the river's filthy already, so one more piece of garbage won't hurt. Every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anyone would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking, I suppose. The times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it in the big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. That's sadly still a thing that happens, I believe. Like, I can't remember, but I saw a documentary on it about like the Tokyo homeless kids who pretty much live in like gaming cafes and whatever, but they don't officially have a home, and they're just on the streets doing whatever they can to survive because they thought, oh, I'll make it in the big city. I assume it's the same anywhere, honestly. But yeah, they kind of go to the big cities thinking, oh yeah, this is a place for opportunity. I'll be able to make something of myself. And then they just end up on the streets, not being able to make enough money to survive, just either having to squat in places or do loads of other extra, also messed up stuff, especially for teenagers and kids, just to get by, and they don't want to go back home depending on their home situation. It's just sad all round. Or again, they fall victim to these kinds of things. Ay, ay, ay. You see, back then, if you chopped a body up into tiny pieces and threw it in the river, it would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after, Fumichika Najima, the man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was so methodical about it. It couldn't have been his first crime. And people began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end, but the river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? That same thought spread through everyone's mind, and they started to avoid this area. So really, this river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least, that's how it seems to me. Well, was that interesting? Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Najima murders. How could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. What? Police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was the only thanks to me that they managed to bring the Najima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Huh. I guess it wasn't just the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. Hmm. No one else around. We talk to Richter again. Is something wrong? Not really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Najima murders. So it has. Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Hmm. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for the first-time offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and the desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I hear they've been trying to fix that recently, matching inmates with jobs and accommodation. Oh, really? They keep an eye on them, of course, and make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everyone but their employers. They even give particularly notorious criminals new identities, so they won't be recognized in the workplace. My, the way you put it, it's like you're saying Fumijika Najima could be out on parole right now, back in society, under a new name, with nobody any the wiser. It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if that was Najima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. I see. How unsettling. Now you mention it, I just remembered something too. What was it? I was passing Kamagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone, a janitor, I think, and I could have sworn he reminded me of Fumichika Najima. Oh? He looked a little different after 20 years. Much thinner than I remembered, too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps it was him after all. So, what next? The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Samaida River is a good distance from any of the seven mysteries. It's unlikely that other curse bearers will come with it all the way here. They'll finally have a moment to think. I see. Ooh, all right. Ooh. Oh, that's as far as we can go with her story for now. Okay. You cannot currently progress any further. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again. Pressing suspend will return you to the story chart. Alrighty then. That's as far as we could get for now. Ooh, but now we have Yakko before, I can't remember. Okay. So I can't pronounce his name. It's too many T's, too many TS's. Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Or Yakko Sakazaki. Crime scene investigation or spirit board. Bum 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 bum. Should I do a O do I spell his name? Tsumi. I'm gonna do a poly poll. Yakko Sakazaki. Who do we do? Who do we do? So I'm assuming we could only get so far with each of them. I think it must be that we've got to do them kind of parallel to each other. So we'd be hopping between all three. That's quite interesting. But for now, I'm going to see, again, kind of troubleshooting sound problems. But for some reason, my speakers are no longer working. and my normal microphone is also no longer working, which is weird because obviously, like I said, it's like it's picking up enough for it to work with my voice mod. It's not working enough with my I wonder if that will work. I don't know if it's picking up this. So I'm just going to keep talking for a little bit. Blah, 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 blah. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, did the poll not work properly? I can't see anything. I'll leave it up for another minute just to see what people want. At the moment, I think Yakko is winning. He's got a spirit board with it. Okay. And we're going to end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Yakko's winning. So, let's go do Yakko. Yakko Sakazaki searches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to her death. To get the information she needs, she meets with her classmate Mio Kurosuzu in the classroom at midnight to attempt using a spirit board. Oh, you meant the crime scene? Oh, whoops. Too late. We're doing the high school. It's fine. Like I said, I think we can only go so far with each of these. So we'll go back to the crime scene in a bit. Oh, I like your little star hairpin. That's cute. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yakko? I need a second. Can we look around? Sorry. Give me a second. It's okay. It's normal to be nervous your first time. There's nothing to be scared of, I promise. Thanks. I'm ready. High school student Yakko Sakazaki. Okay, hang on. I'm also going to have a sip of water. Person of interest updated. Yakko Sakazaki, sex, female, occupation, high school student. Hiroseko, unknown. Yakko is a student in Class 2C at Komagata High School. Unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate Michiyo Shiraishi committed suicide, she attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress, and feeling desperate, invited transfer student Mio Kurosuzu to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumaida City, Yakko's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop, Senoya, since its establishment in the early Showa era. Despite her modest appearance, Yakko is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion, so strong that she is easily moved to tears. Aww. She's a good kid. She's a good egg. No, that's all right, Pro, don't worry. Like I said, when I looked at the poll myself, it was just showing up blank, so I don't know why. It's only when I ended the poll that I could see what it said. She's also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her family or friends. It's possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Yes, she is a chaos gremlin. She wants to cause problems on purpose, and I love her for it. Yakko's winning streak against arrogant boys in scraps since she was a child remains unbroken and is the source of considerable stress for her mother. Oh, she's a rough and tumble kind of gal. I like her. I like her already. New favorite character. She gets into fights, but she wins them. Let's go. All right, let's start. This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. Ooh. Kakari-san, Kakari-san. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. I need to click on it too. Yeah. And like this. Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Spirit of the Spectre Board. Scepter of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh no. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please visit us? I've immediately forgotten. Oh no, my memory's terrible. Bye. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please visit us. Good. That face, the deadpan expression as well. Please tell us if you are there. Ooh, yeah. Whoa, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. What is my name? That's simple. I think it should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Ooh. Huh? What's the matter? How strange. No. Huh? It told me no? Ah, I bet it means it doesn't know. It may be the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Is this spirit really the real deal? Yes. It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. So what is this place? Because it should be school. That's easy enough. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we? Huh? I G H C S C H O O L. Yep, high school. High school. That's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. What's this girl's name? Fine. What's the name of the girl across from me? M. Oh, it knows Mio's name, but it doesn't know Yako's name. Mio, that's right. That's not fair. It knows your name, Mio. It even used that weird character you used to spell your name. How flattering. Mio Kurosuzu. Like it, girl. Person of interest updated. Open updates page. Mio Kurosuzu. Sex, female, occupation, high school student. Prosecco, unknown. Mio transferred to Class 2C at Komagata High School about 2 months ago. Although she is an extremely mild-mannered young woman, she exudes a somewhat off-putting dark aura, which makes it difficult for her to form friendships. Mio has, however, found a friend in her classmate Yako Sakazaki, and has begun opening up to her little by little. The truth of the matter is that Mio is the apprentice of a famous psychic, possessing exceptional spirit sense. takes on the troublesome task of surreptitiously handling spiritual disturbances that break out in schools across Tokyo before they become a problem. She transfers schools frequently as a result, and thus has trouble making human friends. Mio has already solved an incident at Komagata High School involving a female student possessed by a spirit. Although she takes effort to hide her spirit scent, many develop an impression that Mio has a deep knowledge of the occult and the paranormal upon first meeting, leading her to be anxious that her secrets have been exposed. The most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats, and they're just saying that she's a witch. They're calling her a witch, which is a bit mean, but also high school kids, they're like that. I'm not gonna lie. But she seems sweet enough. She seems nice. I like her. I bet. Even teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. Huh. I don't know how I should feel about that. So try my name again? I'll ask it again. What's my name? No. Okay. It didn't even hesitate this time. Is it really you? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No. Oh. Huh. It said no? Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them while using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as a Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Huh. Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes. Yes, we do mind. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Oh, or it's yes that you can still call it that. I would have taken it as a yes, I'm offended and I don't want to be called that. But, oh well. Always good to remember to say please and thank you. Updated. Spirit Board. Due to the occult craze, divination has become quite popular among young boys and girls. All one needs is a coin and a piece of paper with letters and numbers written on it. Using these, all one has to do is ask a question of the called upon spirit, and it will move the coin in answer. It is believed to be a tool that was adopted from Western spiritualism and molded by Japanese occult enthusiasts. Though it's considered a form of divination, the ritualistic nature of its usage can cause self-hypnosis or autosuggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to spirit possession. Many schools banned these spirit boards after there were several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, in addition to stories of people having seizures when using the board. Yeah, because again, I think the Japanese version of this, instead of being Spirit of the Spectre of the Spirit Board, Spirit of the Spectre Board, is Kokuri-san, Kokuri-san. Alright, it's time to try asking serious questions. Yeah. Who does Mio have a crush on? I mean, serious questions, this is what we're here for. But also, it's kind of funny. Do we do it? Do we do it? I kind of want to do it. I think it's going to just be a why would you ask that? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. What is the name of the boy Mio has a crush on? Hey, if you're going to ask that kind of question, doesn't everyone ask this kind of stuff with spirit boards? Besides, I'm curious. No. Let's not do this. No. Okay, fine. Huh, I said no. Guess that means you don't have a crush on anyone. Yeah. Yes, that's it. No is correct. Move on. Or maybe... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Do you mean the boy isn't in our class? Ooh. Wow. Hey, stop that. Don't make me exercise you. If that's the case, then... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Is it a teacher at our school? No. Ah, no good, huh? Yeah. Yakko, cut it out already. We made the effort to sneak in at night. We shouldn't waste time with these questions. You've got a point. Okay. Michio's cause of death. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. No spectre of the spirit board. Did Michio... Did Michio Shiraishi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? No. No, it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now's the important part. Yeah. Person of interest updated. Aww. Oh, wasn't she the one that we saw? Oh no, we did see Yako, I think, when we were at OTA. Michio Shiraishi. Sex female. Occupation high school student. Hirseko nun. Michio was a second-year student at Komagata High School. She was found deceased 1 week ago in a back alley of South Warigesui Street. Her entire body broken and severely contorted. Police determined that Michio committed suicide by jumping from the nearby apartment building. As there was no suicide note, the police based their conclusion on interviews with Michio's peers. Michio was an honor student with a good head on her shoulders and consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite among the teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. Michio and Yako formed a long-lasting friendship during childhood, with Yako's unbending and compromising attitude deeply influencing Michio. However, beneath her strong exterior, Michio had been pushing herself too hard and keeping her emotions bottled up to the point that they risked overflowing. Following her father's death 3 years ago, and moving to a new house, Michio began avoiding Yako. Although the two remained in the same area of town and attended the same high school, they gradually grew further apart. Yako herself worried about her childhood friend, but incapable of wading into complexities of Michio's home life, kept her distance. The days passed, and though Michio longed to confess everything to Yako, the moment to do so never came. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Oh, did she have a curse stone then? Was the old talisman her dad had a curse stone? And did he die because his curse caught up to him? The plot thickens. I'm just going to have another sippy. Oh, spectre of the spirit board. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident? Yeah. It said yes. So it was an accident, not suicide. Michio. Then, did she slip and fall from that apartment building? No. Huh? She didn't. What do you mean? Michio didn't die from falling from the apartment building? No way. If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of an apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall. Oh, spectre of the spirit board. What happened to Michio on that day? Oh, can it answer? Seems like it doesn't know the details. Where is the rite of resurrection? Then, how about... Oh, spectre of the spirit board. We want to use the rite of resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the rite of resurrection is? I wonder. Ooh. Uh-huh. Oh. Ah. What is this? Oh, I'm scared, Mio. Calm down. You can't let go before it's over. Ooh. Here, please. Ooh. I'm gonna go. The procession, please stop the procession. Ah, deep sorrow, of resentful memories flowing into my mind. The procession knows to hear it fall into the depths of the Kill them, kill them. Those who hear this sound, kill them all. You've acquired the power of the Curse Stone, the Fool's Procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Press the Use Curse button to produce the sound. Oh. That's quite a strong curse stone then. If you stay hidden. Yeah. Files updated. Open update page. An enduring superstition, the Fool's Possession. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in the Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Waragesui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. This story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were the belief that it must have been those mischievous tricksters behind it all. Ooh, so now we've got the stuff about the curse stone. Ooh, why are you bleeding? Cursed power kills by fatal fall the one who hears the music for 30 seconds without seeing the curse bearer. A resentful memory. Mio stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine, and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and an akame mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I've got to catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omio is giving it her all today. We have to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, please. Someone, help me. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain as she begged those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Omio's heart. Aww. She just wanted to be her best. Oh, that's really sad. So her, I'm not sure if it even counts as classmate. Her peers glued her mask to her face and she couldn't take it off to catch her breath. So she kind of suffocated and fell. Ah. Oh. Murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick, black tar. Now. Kill. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Yeah, for some reason, even my reverb's acting a bit funky wonky today. Right. Now, do we want to do the crime scene investigation, or do we want to carry on with Yakko? Because again, I think we can only go so far. We might even only be able to get up to here, and then we'd have to do the crime scene investigation. But again, kind of want to keep it somewhat linear. I'm quite invested in this one now. Yeah. I think I'll carry on with this one for now. And then, because we've already been going an hour, so if we get up to here with this one, that might be it for today. And then next time we'll go right in with the crime scene investigation. So 2 things to remember. Yakko Sakazaki. Summary of previous event. The information they gained from the spirit board suggests that Michio's death was not a suicide. When they continue to press the spirit board for the location of the rite of resurrection, Kuroseko suddenly appears. 1 week ago. Ooh. Ooh. So this is like a memory? Hey, did you hear? Someone from our school committed suicide. What? Really? Who? I heard that Michio from Class C, right? No way. Michio. You've been acting pretty strangely lately, but I still can't believe it. We talk to them again now. Anything on the board? Oh, there we go. You hear about the suicides on the news. For it to happen here is a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy, doesn't stand out much. Did you know that the school she was at before she transferred also had a suicide? What? For real? Seems like kind of fishy. Oh, so now they're going to be bullying Mia because they think that she's involved somehow. Did you know? I heard Michio's mum remarried last year. They say her new stepdad is a total jerk. Oh, really? How so? Like, he'd peek on her while she changes and couldn't keep his hands off. I've even heard he's an ex-con. If she resists him, he gets violent. That's so scary, no way. I couldn't take that. I'd probably think about killing myself too if I had to deal with someone like that at home. Oh, that is... ugh. But if he's an ex-con, does that mean he's the Najima dude? That's also scary. Did you hear about Michio from Class C? Yeah, seemed like she seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but she stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after her 3rd semester. So she offed herself because her grades were bad? No fair. Just thinking about practice tests makes me want to die too. All anyone cares about is test scores and grades. There may be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shiraishi, passed away last night. Okay, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. The cause of death is still under investigation, and there's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors. Got it? His hairstyle is so 80s there. I'm sorry. The sideburns. We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey you, stop celebrating. Show some respect. There'll be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly, if anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Several days later. Um, Yakko, I'm sorry to bug you. It's just, you seem a little different from your usual self. I hope I'm not being a nosy. Ooh, do we go with thank you, Kurisuzo, or a bit more personable and thanks, Mio? Because that means it's like we're more friendly terms. We'll go with that one. See if she gets shocked. Thanks, Mio. Was I acting that strangely? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Yeah, this is perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? About the spectre of the beard. Probably about the rite of resurrection, because, yeah. Hey, Mio? You know about the rite of resurrection, right? Yeah. It's that thing Mr. Araishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. Do you believe it's real? Why with the pursed lips again? Do you believe it's real? Huh? Well, it sounds a little too good to be true to me. But on the off chance that it really works, we could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find it. If there's even the slightest chance of bringing Michio back, how will you look for it? Right. That's the thing. About the spectre of the spirit board. And then that's probably why we end up going to do a spirit board thing. You know that spirit board thing that everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want? Yeah, I know it. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff. Oh, I do? Yeah, you look like you're really into that occult stuff. You know, you've got that kind of gloomy look. I don't know how I should feel about that. But you know how to do it, right? Well, yes. I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. The spectre of the spirit board again? Or about Michio? Maybe saying about Michio would make her more... Michio, she... I wonder why she had to die. She didn't leave a note or anything. They announced that it was a suicide. It can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy and always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I knew she was going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself? I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. You're right. And that's why everyone was so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. They put together little pieces of information and spread rumors like it's the truth. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. I've heard some are really awful. In the end, the only reason why they're able to say stuff like that is because they aren't personally involved. It's true that she didn't get along with her new stepdad, that her grades went down. But to say things like, how sad, no wonder she killed herself. How dare they? She always told me that she was okay whenever I talked to her because I was worried. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly she'd kill herself over it. Not necessarily. As sad as it is to say, it's like, if they really got some trauma going on, even their closest friends, like, they feel like they can't tell that. About the spectre of the spirit board again. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Please help me. You're my only hope. Please help me. You're my only hope. More about Michio then. I won't let Michio's death be written off like that. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about that body found in former Yasuda Gardens, right? Some are saying that this town is cursed or something. Yes, there has been a strange feeling around things recently. The thing you want to ask, is it? Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death. Where the rite of resurrection is hidden. I see. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be easy, or will be as easy as you hope. Sorry, I had to yawn at the end of that sentence. Please. The teachers and police aren't any help, and there's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... Well... Okay. If that would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes! Thank you, Mio. Okay then, tomorrow, after dark. Mio's a good kid. Ooh, hang on, sippy sippy. Open updates page. Notes on Michio Shiraishi. Case notes regarding the suicide of Michio Shiraishi, Komagata High School Class 2C. Cause of death. Body discovered 1 week ago. Died from full-body blunt force trauma in an alley off South Wairisui Street. Believed to have fallen from the roof of a nearby apartment complex. Potential motives. The deceased's parents had recently remarried, and rumors among the students suggested physical abuse by her stepfather may constitute motive for suicide. Yako Sakazaki, 12 a.m. Komagata High School, Class 2C. Huh? Are you awake, Yako? Yeah. What happened? You can't remember. Let's see. We used the spirit board and... Clicked out of the thing. I suddenly heard something, like this weird voice. And then I passed out? Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effect. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was. Huh. Was everything okay with the spirit? Yep. It was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand? Huh? In my hand? Oh. Whoa. What the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this? Stone acquired, the Fool's Procession. Oh. There's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary. Yako, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall. I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. It felt like I was at the bottom of a dark place. Then this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind. After that, it just kept shouting. Kill them. I see. Thank you. Yako, I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the rite of resurrection. Curse with the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul dregs. What? You mean this is a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the rite of resurrection to bring back Michio, but why? Why me? It makes no sense. Yako, Please calm down and listen. I can't stay calm. He doesn't seem like the type to be able to stay calm. Can I? I mean, you might be used to these kind of things, Mio, but I'm not. I didn't even really believe in the occult, much less think that the spirit board would actually work. Now after something like that, what choice do I have but to believe? Not only that, a curse that can kill people? What am I supposed to do about that? I know, it's only natural to feel that way. Anyone would feel confused. But first, you need to calm down. Take a big, deep breath, like I just did to yawn. Right. Yeah, just like that. In moments like this, the more troubled your heart is, the more weaknesses are exposed. Exposed? Have you calmed down? Yeah. Sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something that we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena they couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern-day developments in science and culture have pushed forward the rejection of things that can't be measured, and so the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. They've been around since a long, long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is the most important. Accept reality for what it is. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but you really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose, to an extent. Hey, Mio, what do I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I going to die? It's okay. I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? I'm sorry, her facial expression. Just the way she purses her lips to talk or do some things, I'm just like, ooh, ooh. Trust me. I'll take care of things. They'll be alright. Thanks. I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. It's fine. You're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous. You have to take them seriously. So I'm glad you invited me. Alright, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. About the 7 mysteries. The mysterious voice said the curse stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 mysteries of Honjo, right? Our school is said to be connected with a story with the same name. One of the mysteries. Right. I don't think it's a coincidence. This is just a guess, but it's possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rite of resurrection. About the curse. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Well, I've only looked into it little, but I wouldn't quite say you're cursed. It's more like you've gained the ability to use the power of a curse. So there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you. The power to use a curse? Do you mean this is a curse stone? Yes. If the curse stone is used under certain conditions, the curse will be placed on someone taking their life and turning it into soul dreg. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. Normally, a curse is a spell that will only be usable by an onmyoji of considerable talent. I believe that a curse stone makes it so even normal people can use them. If this is the curse of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible that there are others who have received curses associated with other mysteries. Yeah. That voice also said that there are other curse bearers or whatever you called them. Not only that, apparently you could get a lot of soul dregs by killing a curse bearer. Right. certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance you may be targeted if other curse bearers find us. We'll have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. That means we should avoid people at night as much as possible. Oh, I feel really bad now. I feel really bad because in the other run with I've immediately forgotten his name. Was it Hero? But we kind of met her right outside of the school as she was leaving from, I'm assuming, doing this spirit board, and we killed her right away. Oh. So someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen while we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seems to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows. The Feast of Shadows? Yes. It's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. It also has the effect of making the powers of certain curse echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about 3 to 4 kilometer radius. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Samida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause the resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this? But who? I don't know enough to say. But it's likely it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something to happen naturally. I see. The Feast of Shadows, a technique that allows one to create a field that temporarily boosts spiritual energy. In addition to amplifying the spiritual power of a particular area, it can also be used to amplify the strength of grudges and desires tied to the area. The effectiveness of the Feast of Shadows is dependent on the abilities of the user. It's possible to limit the scope and range of the spell to such a degree that one could use it to amplify the power of even those not naturally gifted with spiritual sense. About the rite of resurrection again. But, Mio, yes? If this curse is real, that means I could bring back Michio if I used it, right? The rite of resurrection would be real too. Yes, that's true. But you can't do that, Yako. But it feels like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue with putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. What's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. You would never even consider taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse echo's grudge is rubbing off on you. Will you show it me for a second? Is there something inside it? No, stop! Yako. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's like I just suddenly really didn't want you to touch it. I understand. I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the rite of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could. I think for tonight, we should get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Okay. But also, she did end up leaving alone, so I don't know if she Did she have soul dregs in her curse stone before? I think she only had like 1%, didn't she? But that makes me worry that she might be end up killing Neo. I'm sorry. I'm telling you that you need to give up on the right. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. It's necromancy. It's not the best thing. I know how much it hurts, but please, focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. Even now, we're in great danger. About the curse. The curse stone's powers can only be used in this area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects also only appear after the sun has set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. So the curses can't be used outside this area or during the day? Correct. Speaking of limit, to actually use a curse to kill someone, it seems that there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? You mean like how my curse echo needed someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. How do I even summon the curse echo or make the sound? Do I just, like, will it? Do you mind if I try? Stop! Stop! You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation, even though I'm here with you. That curse stone, I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It would probably be best for me to hold on to it, but then I'd feel bad about forcing it on you. No, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Really? Why? If we tried separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. Curse stone might look like nothing more than an old Netsuke carving, but I can sense a powerful and resentful energy from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. I may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful. Really? This little thing? If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it'd be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once it's morning. We find a way to deal with it then. Okay. Oh, there are two things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's night. Second, should you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Right. Okay, let's get going then, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at school, is there? I think so. The night shift janitor shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Uh-oh. Ah! Huh? What? Why'd the lights go out? Mio, are you okay? Uh-oh. I'm assuming it's making the fool's possession noise, but I can't hear anything either. Hello? Mio? She's not here. What's happening? Where? Where are you? We gonna get jump scared. We're gonna get jump scared when we turn around. Another desk. Oh, it's quite dark, isn't it? Turning. Will you see darkness? Oh. I can't see anything. Oh. Who's that something in the corner? Oh, who is it? Huh? Oh no, oh no, oh no. What was that? Get me out of here. Mio, 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 where are you? Yakko, I'm here. Over here. Can you see me? Where? I can't see anything. Where's Mio? Not that way, Yakko. Behind you. I'm behind you. Turn around this way. It's pitch black. I have no which way I'm facing. Keep on turning around. We could get jump scared again. Oh, it's a bit of light. There's windows. Oh, there we go. There you are, Mio. This way. Over here. Be careful. Your field of vision is being limited. Right. Escape from Komagata High. Yakko Sakazaki. Summary of previous events. After Yakko acquires the Curse of the Stone of the Fool's possession, Mio tries to persuade her to give up on going after the Rite of Resurrection. The effects of the Evercurse echoes are already appearing at the school, so the two hurry to get out of the classroom. Ah, so that's what the curse echoes are. Well, that's what that thing that jumped out was. Yakko Sakazaki, 1 a.m. Inside Komagata High School. Hey, Mio. What was that just now? Could it be another curse echo different from mine? I think so, yeah. Well, you may have been discovered by another curse bearer. Oh? What's wrong? It's gonna happen. Sippy, sippy. Before we do anymore. What? Something moved inside. Well, check it out still. It might be the curse bearer who used that curse echo just now. If we can see who it is, it might help us decide what to do later. That's true. Okay, be careful. Well, can you see anything? Try and get a good look around. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the teacher. Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher? Mr. Jonuichi. And the person with me is Hitomi from Class A? Ah. What? Oh my. What's going on here? Bastard. He's at it again. I have to kill him. Ooh, do we kill? Because if we kill him, it means that we won't see him later on with Alraune. Or has she already seen him? I won't let him get away with this. What? Curse. I could kill him with it. No, let go. You can't use the curse stone. What's gotten into you? Resist it. Who's there? Is someone there? This is bad. We have to go before they see us. Kohei Jonoichi, Jonoichi. Sex male, occupation high school teacher, curse echo unknown. Kohei is an English teacher and the homeroom teacher of Class 2C at Komagata High School. He was seen alone with Hitomi Okuda in classroom late at night by Hayako and Mio. Kohei was an honor student and top of his class back in his high school days. The apple of his parents' eyes, he was placed under immense pressure to attend a first-rate university. The family's plans came to naught. However, when the pressure caused Kohei to sink into a deep depression and fail his entrance exam. Even at the university he was able to enter, Kohei struggled to keep up with his classes, leaving him a vain but wounded young man. Kohei never aspired to be a teacher, figured it was the least he could do with his talents. He considers his students to be beneath him, and largely looks down on them all. Oh, so he's a bit of a bastard, isn't he? I mean, to be fair, it's not fun having really strict parents like that. But also, you should learn from that, like, my dude. Don't think of yourself as above people. It seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. Yako, what came over you all of a sudden? I'm sorry. And thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gotten into me. I can barely remember what happened. I'm really sorry. I do think it's partly the curse's influence on you. But we certainly saw something shocking. My heart's still pounding. I'm a little surprised you know Hitomi from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha. Well, she certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up at school. Could Mr. Jonoichi or Hitomi really be a curse bearer? Who's that? Why is that there? That's not good. Uh-oh. I don't know. We should be careful just in case. Look behind you. It's behind you. Yako? Hmm? When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back, no matter what. Huh? Why? Did something happen? Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio? I'll be fine. We'll meet up outside the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go! Right. Don't look back. 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 I don't want to look back. Mio's a good kid. Outside. Let's see. Get to the gate. I go by the gym and... Hmm? What are you doing, miss? You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ashimiya. Well, if it isn't little Yako, he's the one that could potentially be the murderer from 20 years ago, so... It's not good that she's alone with him. Late at night, with no witnesses. Anyways, students ain't supposed to be outside playing around at night. School janitor Makoto Ashimiya. Open updates page. Makoto Ashimiya, sex male, occupation high school janitor, curse echo, unknown. Makoto is the janitor at Komagata High School. His predecessor was nearing retirement, so he began working as his replacement about 6 months ago. Makoto is popular among the students for his friendly and caring nature, going so far as to remember the names and faces of all those attending the school. He is affectionately known as Old Man Ashimiya. Although he appears to be a simple, amiable man, Makoto's occasional shrewd remarks have led to a speculation among students that he may have led a far more interesting life than it seems. Whatever the truth may be, he will be remembered as one of the 7 mysteries of Komagata High School for some time to come. So, he could either be the murderer from 20 years ago, or, potentially, An ex-Yakuza, do you reckon? Hmm. It says that he's led a far more interesting life. I don't know what they mean by shrewd remarks, but that could be it. I know you're rough around the edges, but I didn't take you for one to act out like this. I'm not acting out. I'm sorry. He seems like the type to be like, I'm not acting out. I'm not acting out. What about you? Should you be smoking on school grounds? Well, it ain't lit, so it's alright. You know, an accessory. It's a metaphor. Hey, don't go changing the subject. There's just no letting my guard down with you. So, why are you here so late? Well, the truth is, I forgot something in my classroom. Again, you sure are a piece of work. Huh. But you don't have nothing with you. Oh, wait, you do. What's that in your hand? Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I, got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Girls these days sure have weird tastes. Well, okay. Better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on you. No, wait. I can't let you walk home alone this late. All right. Wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up. Ah, but, say you're worried about Mia because, yeah, otherwise you're just gonna abandon her? Um, actually, a friend of mine is still inside. I think they'll be here soon. That's so. Who's your friend? My classmate, Mia Kurasuzu. Ah, that transfer student. Breaking school rules already, huh? Didn't take her for the type. No, I was the one who dragged her here. Well, whatever. I'll go take a look. It'll be safer if you go home together. Oh, right. She's in the first floor hallways. Be careful though, you don't know what may be there. What's that supposed to mean? First floor, yeah. I'll be right back. Yako Sasazaki, 2 a.m. Omagata High School entrance. She's late. I've been waiting for nearly 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. I'm starting to get worried. I'm going to take a look. Mio, are you there? She said, don't look back. I'm worried. Are we going to have 1 or 2 dead bodies? Ooh. Huh? Oh. Missing a leg. Oh. Eek! What? Mio? What happened? Uh-oh, the curse is still there. Where did I go wrong this time? It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. I left her alone with a curse bearer. It's still there. You're gonna get got. Mio. I'm sorry. The truth is, Yako Sakazaki, deceased. My, Aelder. You seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result.
But this was bound to happen. There is someone who must not be trusted. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? If so, you may choose to withhold important information from that person. Fear not. You may try as many times as you like from the event in question. Try again. Very well. I accidentally clicked on my phone voice. Whoops.
Hmm? But you don't have nothing with you. Oh. Wait, you do? What's that in your hand? Well, um, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. The girls these days sure have weird tastes. Well, okay. Better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on you. No, wait. I can't let you walk home alone in this late. All right, wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up. Ah, but I'm worried about meal. But oh right, Mr. Janucci was actually looking for you inside the main building. What was that? He's here right now. What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the second floor just a bit ago. Well, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said. I'll go take a peek. Be back in a jiff. My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own, really. That's so? The snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Be careful now, you hear? Stay on the big, well-lit street. If something happens, shout fire. Okay. You worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. Though I imagine you know better than anyone. Yeah, you're right. Is he gonna be okay? Because if he's not actually the creepy dude from before, then I'd be worried. Come back out to high school front gate. And then this is where we met the dude before. Oh, wonder if we'll still run into him. I wonder if I kind of locked us into a bad end where she dies no matter what. Mia's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes. There's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. Oh, it's not. That's not the person we were playing before. Oh no. The teacher. It's Mr. Araishi. Hideki Araishi. Wasn't it Michio Araishi? Hang on. Person of interest updated. Open update page. Oh, Shiraishi, not Araishi. I was going to say, imagine if it was her dad. Hideki Araishi, sex male, occupation local history researcher. First echo unknown. Hideki is a historian who works part-time as a curator at the local folk museum, and as a teacher at Kamigata High School. His recent publication on the rite of resurrection has caused a stir in the occult circles. Hideki is the quintessential obsessive researcher. Despite being entirely unsuited for teaching, he had no choice but to take up a position at Komagata High School in order to make ends meet. While having a captive audience in his classes goes some way to satisfying his need for respect and recognition, his conceited nature makes him unpopular among the students. Lately, he is concerned that articles he contributes for purely monetary reasons have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult, but the surge of interest in the topic and the resulting volume of article requests he is receiving are undeniably tempting. Hideki is a regular at the Kurokikyo cafe on Hokusai Street, where he can be found outside his work hours writing essays and manuscripts. His published books include A Study of the Unknown and An Introduction to Bando History. Ooh. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. That thing in Mr. Arishi's hand. It can't be. He's got the clapper. No, is that the clapper's one? No, that's the fire one? The lantern. What was the lantern? Could that be a curse stone? Yeah. Person of interest. Oh, Shogo Okie, not Shiro. Files. 7 mysteries. The beckoning light is what he's got then. While walking along the road near I can pronounce things. Honji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead, despite there not being anyone around. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it's a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died luring the lost to the land of the dead. Could it be a curse stone? Oh no, this is bad. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't think anything good can come from him seeing me. Wait, he's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. It wouldn't be strange at all for him to have something to do with the curses. And could the curse echo from before have belonged to him? Shoot, did he notice me? Damn it. Oh, hello, Yakko. What are you doing here? That was fast. Did you not hear me? What are you doing here? I'm waiting for someone. I'm waiting for someone. In the middle of the night? I'm disappointed in you. Bad children who get in trouble at night need to be punished. Ugh, I do not like his grin. That is a very sadistic and gross-looking grin. What are you doing here? It's a special night tonight. Did you know that? A special night? Oh, because of the Feast of Shadows. Oh ho! Oh, well, you know a lot. Did you hear about it from someone? I hope you got such a creepy smile, my dude. No, it's just a rumor that's been going round. No, there's no such rumor. Aha! It must be that transfer student. She has it, you know. She must as well. You must as well. Take out what's in your pocket and show it to me. But, it's... Ah, stop it. I knew it. See, you have one. It's not... That Netsuke is of great historical importance to the area. But it's dangerous to speak here. Why don't you come with me? This is important. I don't trust you, my dude. You have a really creepy feel about you. Ow! That hurts. Stop! You're hurting me, Mr. Harishi. Stop pulling me. Fire! Ah! Fire! There's a huge fire! Stop that. Someone will come. Get over here. Ah! Ah! Where am I? It's completely dark. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Araishi? What? My stomach. It hurts. I'm bleeding? Ah, 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 ah. I can't yell too loud, otherwise it cuts out my microphone. I have to do a very unenthusiastic ah. Yako Sakazaki, deceased. Dang. My elder, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. However, this was bound to happen. It would be difficult for Yaku to escape from Araishi while he's in possession of the curse stone. Please come here again if things should change. So there's some way for him to not have the curse stone on him? In the meantime, this shall remain as an incomplete until we meet again. So yeah, failure to escape, and then we need to be able to make it so he doesn't have a curse stone, which I'm assuming we do during crime scene investigation. Do I want to carry on? It's been 2 hours. It's nearly midnight. Might start the crime scene investigation, see what happens. Or leave it. Now, I said I'll leave it till next time because then we can kind of start from there and then it will be a clean slate for the next stream. So, oop, I got to change my thingy back. Default. Yep. Oh, it's not letting. Okay. That one. There we go. Ah, there I am. Back again. Oh, and you can see. Okay, so that box is kind of working. Oh, and it's on the wrong thing again. Wah. Why do I always do this? There we go. It was meant to be that it would only show if it's this one. Dun dun dun. There we go. So you can see some chat, but not all chat. Right. So, anyway. Wow. You're just going to spam emotes for a bit to see if it shows up again. Oh no, it's only coming up saying the, what you call it? Bum 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 bum. It's not showing the emote. It's only showing the input for the emote. I know, but that was kind of that was a lot for the last couple of things. Lots of information given about, like, especially Haru's route with, like, high school girl that was murdered and that she found the hand. That's creepy. And then also the fact that Mio died and she was missing a leg. I want to know why she was missing a leg, but is that the one where it's a mystery where she's got like the split read or the half read one? Boo, I know, it's a shame. But yeah. So that was the last one for tonight. Well, for tonight, for this week as well, because like I said, I'm busy bee. Gonna be doing some stuff over the weekend. I might, if I have chance, do another gorilla stream. But honestly, I want to try and sort out my microphone because I don't like how much it cuts off when it's just connected to my voice mod thing. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. I'm, again, really loving this storyline. It's loads of really interesting stuff, trying to figure out the mysteries as we go along, trying to figure out how to not die. Other than that, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're going to sleep, rest well. Make sure that you drink some water. And I will see you sometime next week. Don't know if I'll be streaming on Monday. But again, I'll try and get my schedule sorted either today, later tomorrow, or Sunday. All right. So that's it from me. Bye 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 bye. Bye.